Hi guys! Today we're going to work on fluffy giant flower center. We already made one which is 8, I'll show you, almost 8 inches or 20 centimeters across. But what if you need to make the flower center even wider but still to use as less papers as you can? I'll show you the trick. So we still use A4, I still use A4 size paper sheets. You can still make almost same size using letter size papers, or you can cut 12 by 12 papers if you need those cutting files for your electronic cutter, Cameo Silhouette or Cricut machine. You can get them from our shop. The link is right in the description under this video, right there. So we still use A4 sheets and we cut long fringes like this, but then we glue them same way as we did to make this fluffy center. I use hot glue to do this, and I fold it, but do not push, just to keep these loops. I fold both parts. I fold them very carefully because I need to keep them as fluffy as possible. Now I have 2 parts. With one of them I roll same way which we did to make this fluffy center. And again I soften the edge. I start gluing and I roll this fluffy thing, and I fix the end this way. And now what I do, I unfold those outer layer loops one by one. Don't rush here because we need them to be straight and absolutely fluffy. They are pretty delicate. Here I use regular cardstock, that's not a designer paper, and the thickness of this cardstock is 140 GSM. So I make sure that all my loops are straight and still loopy, so do not push too much. And then I flatten back just to close this middle part of it. And you can work a little bit on dividing these loops if they got stuck in each other. So make it as full look as you can. So here we go. What do we do with the second part? First we soften the edge. Oops, sometimes that happens when you work with the glue, and never happens when you use double sticky tape. And now I need to get the middle of my fringe. And now what I do, I form a ring this way. So I'm working with the middle of the fringe, and then I roll the second part of the fringe around, so I get this double layered loopy center. You will recognize it once I unfold all these loops. Can you see we have 2 layers of this teardrop loop, and it is wider. It is wider than 8 inches because it is 8.5 or well almost 8.75 of an inch. It's not too wide, but anyway, it gives me a little bit of coverage of the area inside of the flower. And to be honest, I prefer to use this type of centers rather than that one, because it gives me not only the width, it gives me the air inside of the center of the whole thing, because here we have all our loops, they are stuck in the center, and here we have the volume, the full body volume of it. So what we have here, you can see it's still like two parts. So what we can do, you can glue them right to the flower straight away, but I do not want to do this now because I'm working on a project where I set up flowers without their centers, and I glue centers afterwards. So what I need to do, I need to prepare my centers as the whole thing, like separate centers. So I'll transport them in a box. So I want them to stay as one piece, not fall apart like that once I'm on the side. So what I do, I use again the paper circle, which is wider than the circle of the bottom of my flower center, and I add some glue right to the edge, and I stick my double layered loopy center, the big one, to the circle. I let it cool. So now it is as one piece. And here we go. Now I glue the second part, or the center part of my flower center, right to the center. Let's show the center here. And I put this right to the center, to the middle of this circle, and press and hold and let it cool down. Once it's ready, it is a one-piece flower center, and it is big, full body, and super fluffy. And we still use just 2 A4 sheet papers cutted in a fringe using our cutting files. Easy, fast, absolutely nice, and it will cover the big center of your giant flower. You can work with giant camellias, lotus type of flowers, peonies, whichever flower you make where you need to use a giant center, use this one. Easy and nice. Don't forget to share your flowers with us. Send us your photos to our Instagram Paper Pro Tutorials, or tag us on the photo in your account so we can see your photo of your beautiful flower, and the best photos we can share on Paper Pro Tutorials so much wider audience will see your flowers. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.